What's up, everyone? It's Hey John. I drive opportunities nonstop, and today I will be talking about Shiba Inu and the phenomenal news that is coming their way. And of course, I will be covering the charts, so make sure you stay tuned and watch this whole video so you don't miss out on any of the amazing news coming out. Before we get started, though, this video is sponsored by BlockFi. Well, BlockFi is a cryptocurrency credit card, and you can earn interest on your Bitcoins. All you gotta do is use my link down below for blockfi.com/heyjohn. Sign up for a new credit card and you will get 3.5% interest on every single transaction for the first 90 days, and it is phenomenal. I have gained about, I believe, $50 so far for my transactions alone in US dollars and Bitcoins. And of course, I am also getting interest on those Bitcoins. Most credit cards in America give you 1% or 1.5% or something like that, which is very low. And this is way better because it is Bitcoin cryptocurrency, and we all know where cryptocurrency is going, to the moon. So sign up today and check it out. Today's news about Shiba Inu. We heard over the weekend that Shiba Inu would be listing on, guess what, Robinhood. Well, I don't think it happened because I checked this morning and lo and behold, it is not there, which is fine, right? Rumors are rumors and they're speculation. I never give it too much salt or too much credibility unless it comes from a credible source. And that's okay, folks, because we have even better news now. The better news is that we know for a fact that Shiba Inu is creating and using a slow burn mechanism for their NFT that is coming out very soon. And that is phenomenal for Shiba Inu. The reason why it's amazing, because if it's slow burning, that means you have time to adjust and let new investors come in, because they're gonna hear, oh my God, Shiba Inu is a deflationary coin. Oh my God, it can do X, Y, and Z. And the price hasn't spiked dramatically yet. So you know what? Let me get in and buy some and hodl some, right? When they do that, it spreads it out to more and more folks, and you have less risk of huge whales because it is getting distributed to more folks. To put it simply, we've also heard that there's a whale buying 6 trillion Shiba Inu coins, and they've moved it from one wallet to another. And the fact that someone actually bought 6 trillion Shiba Inu coins just tells you, holy cow, we are going to the moon and we are losing some zeros. How many? Well, use your imagination of how many you want gone and how long you want to hodl to get there. Of course, you can day trade, but I encourage you folks to hodl because let's be frank, folks. Most folks are better investors than day traders. Of course, there's always the exception to the rule. We are also seeing news of the president of El Salvador. Well, guess what? That president of El Salvador has also listed Bitcoin, the king of cryptocurrency currently, and using that as a currency for his country. Now, why is this relevant? Because the same president of El Salvador has hinted and winked about a possible Shiba Inu coin being used as a currency of El Salvador. That actually makes sense, because if you use Bitcoin as the reserve, as digital gold, as some would say, as an asset that holds and stores value, well, Shiba Inu coin is relevant as a currency because there's just so many of them, and you can also deflate it as well, but over time, most importantly. So what that means is that you won't see the price go from 0.0003 to just 0.1 the next day or something. So that's very good because there's a lot of coins circulating currently, and you best believe the El Salvadoran people are very smart and they're going to get into this. It's a matter of when and not if. We are also seeing rumors of the whales actually selling and relieving their positions, but yet, the interesting note here is that we aren't seeing Shiba Inu coin just fall off the cliff and sink, right? We saw a pullback, and guess what? More new investors came in and they bought up the dip, and now we're pushing up to a possible and very soon new all-time high. It's a matter of when and not if. So I wanted to cover that real quick. Another important thing to note here is that Shiba Inu coin is now a top 20 coin on CoinMarketCap. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a phenomenal and amazing feat. It is not something to be taken lightheartedly. And the fact that we are seeing on Twitter Shiba Inu being almost or more popular than Bitcoin. That is huge because number one is Bitcoin, and in terms of popularity, Shiba Inu coin is rivaling it and giving it a tough competition. So I think Shiba Inu is going to be doing amazing things because, as you know, when we get the momentum coming here and more investors come, we're going to push the price up, okay? Do you remember Dogecoin? It went into an all-time high and it pulled back, and now it's still trading currently way higher than it was from the previous all-time high. I suspect Shiba Inu will do things similar to that fact, and in my opinion, so even if you buy today at the high, I believe in the near future, you will still be in the green irregardless of a pullback. We will now be covering the Shiba Inu charts now. Let's go in and check it out. So currently on the daily, Shiba Inu is looking phenomenal. As of this recording, it's currently at 31.32, and we're reaching the 31.78 resistance. We've tapped it once, and now we are getting rejected off of it, and that is a-okay. This is from a daily perspective here. We're seeing the volume come in. We saw a huge 245 trillion sell-off right there. Then we saw 138 buy-in, and we saw 2 days of selling, which equated to literally about 100 trillion coins. And now we are seeing 47 trillion coins being bought for a day currently, and we're still pushing up higher here. So this tells me the selling and the shorts, they're starting to cover, and well, they want to make their money. The shorts had their fun. They made some money, and they scared some bulls. But of course, they didn't scare me. And if you're watching my videos, you know better. And I know there are a lot of folks here who think they're all fortune tellers. They're all going to say, hey, I saw at 34.74, and I bought at 20.58. So I made double my money, John. You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. That's okay. I'm sure there are many folks who are amazing at that kind of thing, and they have nothing better to do than troll me on the comments, and that's okay. I'm very happy for you, and I'm glad you're making some money. But more importantly, let's get into the charts, because I told you guys Shiba Inu is very bullish, and I told you guys the pullback is just temporary, and guess what? We are now charging back towards the new high of 31.78 and then 34.74. So currently we're seeing a rejection on 31.78. Just as I said, it's a resistance. So let's go into the shorter time frame to get a better view of what's going down, baby. Let's go. So you can see here, we tried the 34.74 twice, literally, and we got rejected here, right? And then we made 2 consolidations here, and now we're seeing a long, super long consolidation here, and now we're seeing a breakout. Ladies and gentlemen, these consolidations are just that. They're a consolidation to buy for the next move up, because these whales buying these coins, they're hodling it, and what they are essentially doing is removing the coins from the float. What does that mean? That means that if you have 10 coins and a whale has bought 5 coins, that means you only have 5 coins to trade to move the price to the next higher price. And so instead of trading 10, the whole float, you only gotta trade 5 to move it up, because the whale is holding them all and removing it from the trading here. That's kind of why whales are bad and very good at the same time. Most markets have whales, whether it's stocks, crypto, real estate, doesn't matter. There's always going to be a whale, because there's always someone who has more money than you or I, and you have to understand how to follow the smart money. And the smart money is the person with the most money, because the person with the most money, even if they're intellectually not very smart, they can move the market up, down, left, right, sideways, however they want, every single time, because they have the money and they can move it on a whim. And that's why we coined them as the smart money. It has nothing to do with how smart they are intellectually. It has to do with how much firepower they have in their pocketbook. So let's get into the charts now. So 1 hour time from here, right? We're seeing a strong consolidation from 2063 to 2404. The next consolidation is going to be from 2466 all the way up to 2970 here. And as I said in the previous videos, I said I'm a-okay with Shiba Inu pulling back, but more importantly, I want to see the charts develop, and I want to see the charts trade sideways. When I say sideways here, I mean some consolidation, because we want to see the Shiba army build a new base. Because if we see sideways trading, that means that one scenario is that the Shiba army is actually buying the dip here, and they're buying it slowly because they want a better deal. So they're being patient and waiting for the dips to come, which is fine. There's no problem with getting a sale. And most importantly, when they buy these dips here, they are preventing the price from falling. And when that happens, eventually the dip is going to move up because everyone's trying to buy a dip. But the dip's price keeps on increasing, and then people buy the next dip, and therefore we go up here and we see positive price pressure. And in my opinion here, I think the shorts are covering on Binance US because that's a platform where you can actually short stuff. So with that being said there, I think Shiba Inu is going to be testing 3178, which they already have twice already in the past 2 hours. And each time they get rejected, the next subsequent higher low is, guess what? A higher low. And the higher high is a little bit higher too. But more importantly, we're seeing a higher low. So this tells me every time we get rejected off of 3178, we're seeing more and more folks come in to flood and buy. For example, here from 2920 to about 3178, we saw a pullback, and the next pullback is 3077. So we're seeing an increase in the higher lows here. So this tells me these dips are getting bought up and very fast because this is the hourly time frame and hourly chart here. So I believe we're going to test 3474 again. But of course, when we test 3474, we're going to tap it again. We'll probably pull back and probably use 3178 as a support and trade around there for a little bit and consolidate there for the next move up. And when we finally break 3474, it's going to be with some strong conviction and huge volume, most likely. And therefore, we're going to go way higher because when you see big volume, that means you're going to see big people coming in to buy. And of course, there'll be sellers as well. And that's okay because the market needs buyers and sellers here because you cannot buy unless someone sells. So that's kind of why it's very healthy. So don't get mad at folks selling here. It's totally natural. And it's actually a good thing because it creates volatility. And that brings in, guess what? Day traders. And day traders bring in liquidity. That's what you want if you're trading Shiba Inu. If you're investing in Shiba Inu, you would also love that because this particular coin is garnering more attention because when volume increases, people can sniff the money and they're like, where is it at? And here it is currently at Shiba Inu coin. So it's your boy, Hey John. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And of course, like because YouTube likes that. And most importantly, have an awesome day. And I will catch you all on the next one.